Definitely too early and off base on a number of ways. So trying to extrapolate from 1.5, maybe 2 months of data to give you the whole year is crazy, especially when you've got some of the products we're looking at. So Cybertruck is still a question mark. Their estimates I've seen are between 50 and 100 a day of production. And that seems consistent with how many we've been seeing rolling out to showrooms, to employees, and to customers, real customers around the country. So that tells me that by Q3, the Cybertruck will become the best-selling electric pickup of all time. Not a high bar, but Ford has been at it for 2 years longer, more than 2 years longer. So looking at the soft Q1, you've got a couple of factors there. One is Fremont, where they're doing the changeover to the Highland Model 3. That is ramping slower than expected. The demand is there. The vehicles will all be sold as soon as they're made. They're just not making them quick enough. The second is China. And they said Tesla's Shanghai output lowest in over a year.
I saw that.
And is that over a year? What a weird metric. Oh, because you only went back to just after the last Lunar New Year and not into the last Lunar New Year. You skipped it on purpose. You very dishonestly compared holiday time to non-holiday time. So is Tesla's February production bad year over year? Yes, because last February they didn't have a closure. Is it bad same quarter over last year or last quarter? Not as clear. Not as clear. We have to wait for that because we've got strong export numbers, which are front loaded in the quarter. And that holiday impacts domestic sales. Of course it does. How could it not? By the end of this month, we'll have a much clearer picture and estimates for the year will start to take shape. Reasonable estimates, not drastic revisions based on almost nothing. So Shanghai and Fremont are the two biggest factories by volume, I believe. Yeah, they're still outperforming Austin and Berlin.
Right.
So if you're looking at Fremont, which we know is still ramping, their second highest volume vehicle. And we look at Shanghai, which just had their big holiday of the year in a different month than last year, or at least at a very different time than last year. You start to see some things that would tell you, don't freak out. BYD also, sales are just cratering. Are they, or is it the holiday? Because guys, and I've seen people on X saying, oh, we've got to, BYD is in deep trouble. This is great for Tesla. And I say, no, they're both in the same market, dealing with the same factors. And I believe BYD, with their low, terrible numbers, are also front loading exports. So their January was a high export month because they also have delivery waves, and that this will balance out by March. And if the claim, well, then maybe just China is dead and done. Okay, if the growth story is over for all manufacturers in China, which I haven't seen conclusive evidence to support, then they'll just start exporting in greater numbers, which they can do. There are markets that are hungry for, especially the Model 3 refresh, that will snap them up in endless quantities. And if the market is genuinely softening in China, that means the parts are going to get cheaper. Maybe even the production overall will get cheaper. That will reduce costs of goods. That will bounce back a little bit of demand, and especially either widen margins or increase deliveries in other markets. The sky does not appear to be falling above this Chicken Little's coop.
If you happen to be a big fan of the Cybertruck, you might also be interested in this super fun Cybertruck refrigerator magnet and bottle opener. It is made out of super thick stainless steel, just like the Cybertruck, and it has this giant magnet on the back, so it's going to hold a lot of stuff on your refrigerator. It's an amazing gift, and it comes in that great gift box that you saw before that uses a magnet opener, just almost like an Apple box, like when you get Apple products. You can buy it on Amazon for $29.95, or you can buy it direct from me by sending $25 to paypal.me/Randy Kirk, all in lowercase letters. Please indicate whether you want the stainless steel look, or maybe you'd like to have this very clever camo version. And then if you're not in the US, please add $20 for freight. If you'd like more than one, please check the information below to get pricing, as well as all that information I just told you will be repeated in the information below. So once again, think about joining the channel, getting the up-to-date Tesla news every single day. I think you'll be glad you did.